or Thursday afternoon. It's 2 8 p.m. It's a morning somewhere else. I'm gonna get straight into it, guys. Like the thumbnail says, I still don't know why a lot of people think you need like 10, 20, 30,000 of dollars to start investing. Like it's crazy, dude. And then people have been asking me like, oh, how are you making money? Are you like just crazy with technicals and looking at the charts? You're building real wealth in the stock market. I'm like, bro, like I started this 2015, okay? 2015. And you know what? I had less knowledge than I have now, right? And when I say that, back then I didn't have AI, I didn't have tech. Even the amount of people in my life who were like chatting about investments and stocks were like couple of people, like two or three. And in today times, bro, like I've got a Discord community group, I have a WhatsApp community group, I have YouTube, bro, I have everything, right? Including AI. So I'm here, bro, telling you that you can do it. Just invest, bro. Honestly, just invest. I've been buying these when people been panicking, I'm buying, right? And I'm not buying like hype, FOMO stock. I'm not like, oh, this guy told me, this person told me to buy this stock. I do my DD, my due diligence, and I make sure, I stay away from all the noise, bro. I focus on my own growth, my own noise. I stay in my lane, right? So let me give you, okay, these things that I follow, like my direction. If you want to know uh, what I follow, what Jeremy Waller does, right? I'm practical. I look at the companies, the fundamentals, their strategies. I jump on their earnings call. Now I know if you're like new to the market and you're like, what does that all mean, bro? Just focusing on consistent compound time, right? And I'll break it down, right? To grow a portfolio for long term. First of all, I'm a long term investor. Okay. Before that, I'm not a financial advisor. So, bro, I can't tell you what to buy or hold or sell. I'm just sharing what I do and how I'm growing my long term portfolios, right? And I have a couple, well, not a couple, I have four portfolios, right? One I share on YouTube. It's called the Baby YouTube portfolio. So if you want to tune in and like never been invested, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow along. I show you a full portfolio of what the companies I'm buying and how I'm dollar cost averaging, which is DCAing in these companies, right? So that's a quick favor, bro. Before we jump into it, hit that like button, subscribe. Do you think, bro? The YouTube algorithm helps me spread this video to all the people who want to start this journey, right? Or put a comment, bro. Put a comment. Let's connect. Let's stay connected. You know how we're doing it. So anyway, let's get into DCA, dollar cost average, bro. Real talk, right? Real talk, right? So I see so many beginners, bro, waiting for the perfect time, perfect, like there's no perfect time, bro. Like right last week if you got in, this week if you got into certain players, bro, it's amazing because people have been waiting for some of these companies to drop, like Meta and stuff, right? Now I'm not saying go out and buy these companies today, but like do your due diligence, do your DDs and find out. But there's no right time. So that's the real talk, bro. Just get in, right? And my strategy is really simple, bro. Most of my investments are recurring. So I buy ETFs in one portfolio with in SCHD. There's another one going SPMO. There's another one going VOO. Then there's another one going in ticker symbol ETF DRAM, DRAM. And then I have other recurring amounts like in Eli Lilly or however you pronounce that pharmaceutical name. I have it in Google. I have it in, and it's so on, right? So you get the picture, right? So, so I know that I set my bank account and I'm like, it's hitting, bro. Like every month, every week, I'm dollar cost averaging. No matter if it's up or down, I'm buying. And the reason I'm doing that because you don't know when the market's gonna get in red, when the market's gonna go in green. So just hit that, like hit it, bro. Like let the recurring go in. And like I'm saying, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I've been doing since 2015, and it's working, right? So the takeaway is basically when you start investing like that, right? Giving that authority from your bank to the investing app to take out this amounts of money, 10, 20, 100, 1,000, 50,000, whatever, bro. Whatever's your pocket. When you give that authority, so basically, whether it rains, whether it's a green day, whether it's a red day, whether it's sunshine day, whatever, bro, you're automatically buying these companies, these great companies, right? So you take away the emotion, bro, out of the equation, right? Wealth isn't built on one massive win, bro. That's great. I made some notes, bro. I made some notes today. So it's built on routine, consistency, time, right? Over time, bro, this stuff just compounds and you hit it, bro. Trust me, bro. I've been in this game 10 years and I'm like, I was just telling my wife today, all these years we had like money just sat in the bag and we're just making it sit there. And like, why isn't our money working for our money, right? So now the setup, right? Basically, when you start and one crashing 15%, right? So you want to understand. So I think we're back, bro. I was trying to reconnect. So that's basically how people panic sell, right? So they get in today, they get into FOMO, and they're like, "Oh, the company is going up. It's like we can see it growing." Like today, if people are buying Microsoft, it's a great company, but you're buying when it's going up, right? You want to get these companies, like I always say on my streams, bro. Buy when they're in dips. These great companies because they are gonna go up. They don't want like, bro. Imagine a world we're living without Android, living it without Apple, Microsoft, you name these companies. So I'm just saying these three companies. Then you can name like healthcare companies, energy companies, Verizon, AT, like all the network, Signal, you know. So that's basically that's the setup. You don't want to go the wrong way. You got to protect your investments, right? Don't panic sell, bro. Don't panic sell, right? Stay locked in with the reason why you got into these investments is for the long term growth, right? These companies like, bro, Coca Cola, look it up, bro. Look year to date, how much they're investing. Yo, what's up? Angie Martinez, hi, hi, hi. You look like LeBron, bro. You never know, Valerie. I might be LeBron's far cousin, bro. But anyway, let's get back into it. Right? Thanks, guys, for tuning in. So now the 80% of your core portfolio, this is the bedrock. This is the foundation, bro. You want to be in ETFs, right? I was just giving you some that we invest in ETF. VOO, VTI, SPMO, Triple Q, even do Triple QM, ticker symbol, the memory stock, DRAM, DRAM, bro. Invest in these, bro. I'm not telling you what to buy all the stuff. Go and do your DD, do your due diligence. But 80% of a portfolio, if you're new to investing, you want to have these ETFs. So if the market's panicking like it was doing the last 2 weeks, bro, your ETFs are stable. They're your foundation, right? 20% is like explore. What's explore, right? This is where you can like go chase high growth. Now I'm not gonna go say chase like if Microsoft is up on the rise today, which it is, then you buy some of that, right? If Meta is dipping and they're burning money, but everybody's eyeballs is all like Instagram, WhatsApp, everybody's on it. So you can take a chance, put some invest. It's not gambling, bro. This is investing, right? So the takeaway from that is basically these kind of setups protects your portfolio, right? Whether it's downside, whether you're exposed to high potential, you're good. Your portfolio is done for the long term, right? Now, how I handle the market noise on red days, bro, I first of all zone out sometimes. When it's a crazy red day, I'm in the gym, I'm connecting to with people, I'm going on a run. We started boxing, so we're going to Amstel Boxing Gym, the wife and I. Cooking good, helping around, cleaning the house, bro. I like cleaning, I like sorting stuff, getting rid of clutter, so I might sell some clothes, which I don't wear anymore, some watches and all this crap, like taking out that stuff, putting the money back into investment, right? So that's kind of my rule of thumb, right? That's how I handle kind of red days. And I also look at red days as opportunities to get back into companies that I didn't get in at the right time, right? Like there's some companies, for example, if you got into Meta, when it was Meta platforms during the pandemic, it hit 70, $80, bro. That's crazy. Like, and today it's like, what, 500 and some change, right? Now, I want to pause right there, bro. I want to pause and bring you guys into this, right? First of all, hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button. If you think this makes sense to you and some sort of thinking power is going on, bro, thank you, appreciate you. Follow along. Drop a message, bro, in the comments if you think this is great, right? This is how I'm growing a portfolio in real time, right? You can look at all the streams I put up. It's helping, teaching, assisting, navigating people in the space if you're new to it, right? Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing what I'm doing, bro. So the biggest thing holding you back right now, you know what it is, right? It's not money, it's not thing, because you can start today with fraction shares. It's you, right? You gotta correct your state of mind and be there, right? Greatness is the process, so make it happen, bro. Own it, bro. Stay consistent, month to month. Set up those, the recurring. If you need some apps or anything, bro, all my links are below, bro. Hit those links. I'm not affiliated with these companies, but I'm referring these companies because I use them. You will get some free stock. I'll get some free stock. Free stock. Set up those automatic investments, bro. Trust me when I say this. Set it up, right? So you aren't going to try to guess what's happening. It's going up. It's going down. Someone told me on the train this, that, bro. Forget all that noise. Keep 80% of your money in solid, low stress brackets, whatever you want to call it, fill in the blank, or ETFs, bro. ETFs, right? Again, I'm going to shout out some ETFs that I personally invest in: SPMO, Triple Q. You could also do Triple QM, DRAM. What else are we in? SCHD, bro. Banger, right? Those are some VOO. Yeah. Treat these market dips, bro. When you see great companies dipping, bro, I'm still buying Meta, bro. Like I've been buying Meta from 2015, and the reason why I'm buying Meta still is because no matter what noise is around it, right? I wanted to dip more. I wanted to go down more, and I can pick up more because you know what? I can't see a world where no one's on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and whatever else they're gonna do in the future, bro. Like, who's gonna come take that place? TikTok tried, TikTok succeeded, TikTok's still trying to succeed, but still people are on these other things. And now we live in a day and age where people are like, oh, you gotta be on this platform, you gotta also be on this platform, you gotta be on this, right? So obviously each platform kind of does its thing, right? TikTok, in my opinion, like I don't invest in the company at this point in time, but I'm on TikTok, bro. Like, but you know, my audience, my engagement is totally different. I think TikTok's like dancing viral, and I could be wrong. Like, my wife learns a lot of stuff from it, like cooking tricks and hints and whatever, bro. But like a lot of people are on X for like I don't know whatever issues like stock market, numbers, financial, politics, whatever, right? I like YouTube because I can be authentic, real, and I can share what I'm doing in life in terms of whether I'm eating at a great restaurant, bad restaurant, learning the stock market. I share all this with YouTube, bro. And I think it's clutch, in my opinion, right? I'm real. Instagram, I love it in the sense that, I can be another version of myself, but yet the same person, right? Same Jeremy Waller, but I'm like there's more family, friends. I'm like more like a day in my life because I hit the stories and the stories like, this is what I'm doing today. I'm going for boxing. There's my training coach. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, going back to it, bro, invest in great company. Like I invest in Alphabet, which owns Google, which owns YouTube, because I'm on it. I invest in Meta. Why? Because I'm on Instagram, bro. I know everybody, all my family's on Facebook. Everybody connects globally with WhatsApp. So yeah, bro, look at these opportunities, bro. Anyway, if you got any value, bro, subscribe, hit that like. Again, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. My acronym MIH. Make it happen, own it,